Hello. Let's start CAT 25 algebra series, quantitative aptitude. So we are going to do algebra log part 2. We have already done one session on logs where we have discussed all the formula, all the important concepts, and here we are going to solve few more questions that will help you understand a little more about log. Okay, we are going to pick few questions of log of previous year. Now let's start. This is a question from CAT 2017. And what does it says? So it says that if x is a real number, such that log base 3 5 is equal to log base 5 2 plus x, and which of the following is true? Okay. Now, this looks a very tricky question. What we are going to do, how we are going to do, and our job is to figure out which option is true. Okay. So we have already seen that log a base a is equal to 1. We also know that log a base a square is equal to 2. So basically this 2 goes to front and then it is going to become log a base a. So this value becomes 2. And this is the concept that we are going to use on this. So I can say that log base 3 5 base 3 is equal to 1, right? As well as I can say that log 3 log base 3 square, this is going to be 2. Okay, so basically this can also be written as log base 3 9, and that is equal to 2. And I can say that the value 5 that lies between 3 and 9. So what is going to happen? So I can say that log base 3 5 is greater than log 3 base 3, and it is smaller than log base 3 9. So I can say that log base 3 5 is greater than 1 and smaller than 2. So this is what I can get from here, right? Now what question is talking about? The question is talking about log base 5 2 plus x. So basically this value is equal to this value, right? So this is what question is saying. So basically I can say log base 5 2 plus x is greater than 1 and less than 2. Now, if a statement that is written to us that log base a, b, and that is equal to c, so I can say that b is equal to a power c, right? So basically the base power, this value is equal to this value. So I can say that 2 plus x should be greater than the base power this, that is 5 power 1 is 5, should be less than 5 power 2, that is 25. So from here, I can directly say that x should be greater than 3 and smaller than 20, greater than 3 and smaller than 23. Is it there in any option? Yes, that is option D. So if I'm going to get this question, I'm going to take this approach to solve this question. So if you figure out that 5 lies between 3 and 9, this question is going to be extremely easy to solve. Okay. Now let me move on to the next question. What does it says? So a humble request to all of you, if you have any doubt in any of the questions, then you can type it in the chat box and I'll take your query. Okay. Now, this is the next question. What does it say? This is a question of CAT 2019. It says that x and y are positive real numbers such that log base 5 x plus y plus log base 5 x minus y equal to 3. Okay. So what is the first thing I am going to think of? The first condition in log says that log base a b, and that is equal to c. The condition is that b can never be negative. It means x plus y cannot be negative. X plus y should be positive, as well as x minus y should be positive. It means x should be greater than y. X cannot be smaller than y, because if x is smaller than y, then the value inside log is going to be negative. So in that case, log itself will not be defined, right? So this is what I know. Now there is another formula that we have studied, that log base b log b base a log c base a is equal to log base a b into c. If bases are same and the values in is in summation, then both values are multiplied. If instead of addition, if it is subtraction, then the values are in division. So it is going to be log base a b upon c. Okay, so this is what we have. So I'm going to use the two formula over here. So here, this and this, these two values are going to be multiplied. So what I am going to say, log base 5 x plus 5 x plus y into x minus y, and that is equal to 3. Okay, so log base 5 a plus b, a minus b is a square minus b square, and that is equal to 3. Now, the basic definition of log says that x square minus y square, that is equal to this power this. So it is going to be 5 cube, or I can say 125. So from the first statement, what I am getting, that is x square minus y square is equal to 125. Now let's look at the second statement. What does it say? It says log base 2 y minus log base 2 x, and that is equal to 1 minus log base 2 3. Now the question is, this is in log, this is in log, this is in log, but this value is in not in log. What is the base over here? 2. What is the base over here? 2. What is the base over here? 2. So what I can do, can I write it as a log base 2 2 minus log base 2 3. Now all the values are in log, right? So I can say like this is log y minus log x, and that is equal to this. So from here I can say that log base 2 y upon x is equal to log base 2 2 upon 3. Now this log base 2 is same. So y upon x is equal to 2 upon 3, and this is what we are going to get. So y upon x is equal to 2 upon 3. So I can say that y is equal to 2k and x is equal to 3k. So this is the formula. These are the values of x and y that we are going to get. Now question asks, what is the value of x into y? Okay. So x into y is equal to 6k square. So my final value should be multiple of 6k, multiple of 6. Which value is multiple of 6? That is option C, 150. So I can directly mark this answer. Now, what if you want to calculate the value of k? Then how I'm going to do it? So I'm going to take x square is, x is 3k. So x square is going to be what? 9k square. Y square is what? 2k. So y square is going to be 4k square, and that is equal to 125. So from here I can say that 5k square is equal to 125. So k square is equal to 25. So what is the value of k? Now you might think that value of k can be plus minus 5 because k square equal to 25. So y will be plus minus 5. It's not plus minus 5. It is going to be positive 5 only, because in that case it is going to be y is equal to 10, x is equal to 15. Now why I'm saying y can't be equal to minus 10? Because if y is equal to minus 10, then log y is going to be log of minus 10, and the log of a negative number is not defined. Yeah, if you are putting log in, you are putting a negative value inside a log, you are going to get imaginary values, and that's not in the syllabus, so we won't be talking about that. So k square equal to 25, I'm going to plug in over here. So 6 into 25 is going to give me 150. So my answer of this question is going to be 150. But I think we don't need to calculate the value of k. Why so? Because y is equal to 2k, x is equal to 3k. So x into y is going to be 6k square. So x into y should be a multiple of 6, and there is only one option like that. So answer is directly going to be C. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. What does it says? Okay, so it says that, very nice, Prangan. Now let's move on to the next question. It says that log 81 base 12. So I am going to write it like this. 81 is 3 power 4. That is equal to p. Okay. Now question is not talking about 4 minus p upon 4 plus p. It is talking about 3 times 4 minus p upon 4 plus p. Okay. So whenever we have something like this, log base a b power uh, m, so this is always equal to m into log base a b. So it can be written as 4 times log base 12 3, and that is equal to p. Okay. Now what I can do? Congratulations, Shikhar. You have done well. So I'm not sure whether I deserve some uh, um, praise or not, but I think you have done it well. So the credit goes to you, not to me. So this can be written like this. So what I can say that 4 upon p is equal to 1 upon uh, log 12 3. Okay, so this is what we are going to get, and I can say that log a base a b is equal to 1 upon log base b a. Okay, so I can write it as log base 3 12. So this is what we are going to get. Okay, I can write it as like this. So I hope everyone is clear like this. So 4 upon p is equal to this. Now there is a formula of componendo and dividendo, that is a upon b equal to c upon d. So that is equal to a minus b upon a plus b. So if I am doing a minus b upon a plus b, so here on the right hand side it is going to be c minus d upon c plus d. So this is componendo and dividendo, and I'm going to do the same thing because it is talking about 4 minus p into 4 plus p. So 4 plus minus p, that is equal to log base 3 12 minus 1 upon 4 plus p is equal to log base 3 12 plus 1. Okay, now if on the right hand side if I'm going to see, it is 1, it is 1. So what I will be getting, that is log base 3 12 minus 1 is log 3 base 3 upon log base 3 12 plus log base 3 3. Now in the numerator I am going to get what? It is log of a minus b upon log of a plus b. So log of a minus b is going to be log 3 12 upon 3 upon log 3. It is going to be what? It is going to be base 3 12 plus, sorry, 12 into 3. And that's it. We are good to go. We can say log base 3 4 upon log base 3 36. So this is what we are getting simply. So that is going to be 2 times log base 3 2 upon 2 times log base 3 6. So 2 2 cancels out. So basically the value of 4 minus p upon 4 plus p is equal to log base 2 upon log base 6. Log 3 6. So we have in the previous class, if you remember, we have studied one formula. And which formula is this? That is log a b upon log a c is equal to log base c b. So it can be written as, here bases are same, so it can be written as log base 6 2. So now the thing is, people might think that this is the answer, right? But the problem is this is not there in the option, right? So what is the mistake that we have made, and what is it we are overlooking? The question is not talking about the value of 4 minus p upon 4 plus b. Question is talking about 3 times. So if I'm going to talk about 3 times 4 minus p upon 4 plus p, so that is equal to 3 times log base 6 2. So it is going to be log base 6 2 cube, and 2 cube is 8. So here my answer of this question is going to be log base 6 8. So answer of this question is going to be option C. Now let's move on to the next question. What does it says? It is a question of 2019. Now what is the approach we are going to carry for this question? Uh, let's see. Okay. So first of all, we have just figured out one thing, that is this b can never be negative. It means this value should always be positive, right? So 4x minus x square upon 3, this should always be positive. Positive means greater than 0, right? So it means 4x minus x square should be greater than 0. Okay. So it means x square should be less than 4x. Okay. So I can do a lot of things. I can solve it by using this. So this is what we are getting, right? I'm not solving this. Now, this whole value is in square root. I know that log 1, log base a1 equal to 0. And log a base a is equal to 1. So the thing is, if the value inside the log means b, if b is less than 1, this value is going to be smaller than 0. It means it is going to be negative. If it is negative, if this value is less than 1, the log value is going to be negative. If it is negative, then square root will not be defined. It means that this value should be greater than 1. That's the statement that we are actually looking for, not greater than 0. So we have to solve it like 4x minus x square upon 3 should be greater than 1. Then only we are going to able to solve it. So basically 3 is smaller than 4x minus x square. So from here I'm going to say that x square minus uh, uh, it can be greater than 1, or it can be greater equal than 1. So it is going to be this. So x square minus 4x plus 3 is going to be greater equal than 0. So from here I'm going to get x minus 1 into x minus 3. That is, sorry, it shouldn't be greater, it should be smaller than 0. So it should be smaller than 0. So x is going to lie between 1 and 3. So answer of this question is going to be option A. Now, if I'm talking about, Prangan, just give me a moment. Are we clear with this question, Prangan? So once we are done with this question, I'll move back to the previous question. I'll explain. So basically, what is the approach that we can take if I put x equal to 1? So 1 minus, 1 into 4 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 upon 3 is 1. So log base e1 equal to 0. Right. So that is a value that is defined. Okay. Now, if I'm taking this value as minus 1, so minus 4, this is going to be minus 4, minus 1, minus 5 upon 3. That is not defined. So this value is rejected. B is rejected as well as this is rejected. Right. It means it says that x can't be negative. I'm not solving this. I'm just telling you if I want to solve it in the exam. So what I'm going to do, I am going to use the option. Now, both remaining A and D have 1. So it means it is definitely going to be defined at 1. Now I'm going to plug 3. If it is defined at 3, my answer is right. If it is not defined at 3, my answer is going to be 4. So 4 3s are 12 minus 9. So 4 3s are 12 minus 9. So that is going to be 3. 3 upon 3 is 1. It is defined at 3 as well. So answer of this question is going to be option A. So I won't be taking my option as option D. Okay. Now, Prangan, where were we? We are talking about this question, right? This one. Are we clear till this point, Prangan? So what I am doing, I am just taking the reciprocal. I'm just taking the reciprocal. Let me write the statement over here. Uh, just use the eraser, solve it. So basically what question is saying? Question is saying that log base 12, 3 is equal to p upon 4. So if I take the reciprocal, I can say that 4 upon p is equal to 1 upon log base 12, 3. Right? So I am taking reciprocal. Got it? And this value can be written as 1 upon base 3, 12. So basically, this is how we can do it. Because when you take reciprocal, these two values interchange. So I can say that log A, B is equal to 1 upon log B, A. Got it? So basically, this is a formula that we have discussed in the previous class. So from here, I have taken the reciprocal and I got accordingly. Okay. Now let's move on to question number 5. It is a question from 2020. It looks a little tricky. It's not actually. It is a little different type of question. So if y is a negative number, question says y is a negative number that is given to us. And it says 2 power something something, and question is talking about what is the value of y. Right. So whenever I am going to look at the question that is like this, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to read the options. All the options are talking about the values in log. Okay, fair enough. So what I'm going to do, I am going to take log on both sides. Okay, so I'm taking log. So I'm getting log 2 y square log base 3 5, and that is equal to log 5 power log base 2 3. Now when I'm taking log, I'm not defining the base of log. I'll define the base of log later on because I don't know which log is going to be suitable for me at this point of time. So what I'm going to do, so basically the power goes to multiplication. So I'm going to get y square log base 3 5 into log 2. And here it is going to be log base 2 3 log 5. Now, what I should do so that I'll get something? What I should do so that I'm going to get something cancelled? So, which base is preferable for me? So, for me, the preferable base is going to be 3. And why it is 3? As soon as I take base 3, this and this gets cancelled out. So that's the reason choosing a log, choosing a base is also important. So I am so when I solve a question of log and I have to assume a base, I don't assume a base right then and there. I take a base later on that fits my criteria. So that is going to be log base 2 3 upon log base 3 2. Right. So I'm taking reciprocal. So it is going to be log base 2 3 whole square. So this is the value that I'm going to get. Right. Y square is equal to this. Now I can say that y square is equal to what? Is equal to, so sorry, y is equal to what? It can be either log base 2 3. It can also be minus log base 2 3 because a square is equal to b square. It means a can be equal to either b or minus b. So I'm taking both values. Okay. Now can I take this value? No. Why? Because question in the start itself it says y is a negative number. Right. So I can say this is equal to log 2 3 power minus 1. So that is equal to log base 2 1 upon 3. So answer of this question is going to be option A. So that's how I'm going to solve this question. Understood? So whenever the questions like this are given and you are confused with the base, just do one thing, assume the base later on. When you are taking log, don't take a base immediately. Write couple of stuffs, then figure out that which base is suitable for you. Because if I'm not assuming the base as 3, I won't be able to cancel this out. And if it is not cancelled out, I am going to get multiple values in log. The question will be extremely difficult to solve. This is a question that is extremely tricky. Why I'm saying that? Because this says that y is a negative number, and what people do, people solve till this point and they directly assume that this is the right value. This is not the right value because it says y is a negative number. So let's move on to the next question. What does it says? It is a question of CAT 2021. Okay. Now, what is the approach we'll take? Okay. So 5 times this, and it is 4 times. Okay. And it is something, something, something. Okay. And remember, question is not talking about the value of x. Question is talking about the value of 100x. Okay. So I am having 5 plus 5 times log base 10 root of 1 minus x. And why I'm doing this? Because it is 4 times. So I have added one more time. So what I'm going to do to equate the equation, minus 5 times, sorry, minus 1 time log base 10 root 1 minus x. I have added this value once, I have subtracted this value once, so that my equation stays same. Minus log base 10 root of 1 plus x, this value I am writing as it is, that is equal to log, instead of writing in the division, I am taking minus root of 1 upon 1 minus x square. Okay, so this is what we are getting. Okay, now what I can say, I am taking 5 common, 1 plus 1 plus, sorry, it is log of base 10 root of 1 minus x, minus common log base 10 root of 1 minus x, plus log base 10 root of 1 plus x, and that is equal to minus times log of root of it can be written as let us write it as this. Okay, so what I'm going to get, 5 times 1 plus log base 10 root of 1 minus x, minus, now these two values are in addition, so they will be multiplied. So it is going to be log base 10 a minus b, a plus b, so 1 minus x square, and that is equal to minus times log base 10 1 minus x square. Now this is negative, this is also negative, so these two gets cancels out. So what I can say, it is going to be 1 5 times 1 plus log base 10 1 minus x, and that's equal to 0. Okay, so what did I do? I didn't do anything. I just kept on writing whatever I'm getting. I'm just keeping on writing. In log, you just keep on writing, you are going to end up somewhere. So log base 10 1 minus x is equal to 0. 5 goes to division and it becomes 0. So I can say log base 10 root of 1 minus x, and that is equal to minus 1. Okay, so I can say 1 minus x is equal to 10 power minus 1, or I can say it is 1 upon 10. Okay, now 1 minus x, I'm taking the square now, so 1 upon 100. So x comes out to be 1 minus 1 upon 100. So that is equal to 99 upon 100. So I am getting 100x is equal to 99. That's the answer. I'm just doing everything step by step, step by step, step by step. I'm getting everything. Now, what is the problem you might get? That 99 upon 100, right? So a lot of times what happens when people get the value as 99 upon 100, they think that their answer should be 0.99. Now I am saying it is definitely going to be wrong, because this question does not have any option. So if a question does not have any option, it means that question is called as theta. Type in the answer. In type in the answer type questions, your answer can never be in decimal, your answer can never be a fraction. So as soon as you get the answer as 0.99, it should click you that you have made a mistake somewhere, because a theta question is always going to have an integral answer. So whenever I solve this question, I see a question that is theta. The first thing that is going to get into my head is this question cannot have a decimal value. This cannot have a fractional value. This cannot have a irrational value. This can't have a negative value. So my answer should be a positive integral. So that's the reason question is not talking about the value of x. Question is talking about the value of 100x. In the question of log, if you remember all the formula and just go with the flow, whatever you are getting, just keep on solving the equations. Eventually you will end up somewhere and you are going to get the right answer always. Log is a question that is that has a probability of close to 100% that you are going to get it right. So with this we conclude this session. Anyone has any doubt, then they can ask me any question. I will help you with the best of my knowledge. So if there are no doubts, thank you, Pangan. So with this, we conclude this session. Oh, very nice. Congratulations, Pangan. All sectionals are clear. If all sectionals are clear, then I think that etc. call is sure. You will get a call from Excel soon, and all the best. So let's wind up. Take care. Bye bye. And we'll continue the class on the next Monday. Oh, not next Monday. We'll have a class tomorrow at 1 again.